What's up, YouTube? This is Genbake1234, and I know I've been saying Genbake1234 even though it appears Jennifer Baker. I just took over my mom's username and password, and she just had to start a new one. So I'm just kind of sticking with Genbake1234 and just pretend Jennifer Baker is Genbake1234. Okay, so for this deck profile, we're going to be doing this profile on Brotherhood of the Fire Fist monsters. This deck profile focuses more on fun, and sometimes it can be competitive, but other times it may not, and I just love the artwork on these cards. So, yeah, let's get to the profile. To start off the monsters, we have one Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. I got this today for like $1. Let's see, we have 2 Raven, because, you know, they let you set cards from your deck along with all the other Fire Fists, so it works out pretty good. And, what else do we got? We got 3 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Hawk, because this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Sorry, I just had one of those moments where I knew what to say, I just couldn't get it out. And then next we have 3 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Leopard. It lets you tribute the Fire Fist to set the Fire Fist cards from your deck, which actually works pretty great. It's always a good thing to get cards from the deck, which I always thought was a pretty fun thing to do with these cards. Next, we have Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Wolf. We're using 3 because when it's flipped, you could set 1 trap from your deck. When it's flipped summoned, you could set 1 directly. You could set a spell from your deck, which I prefer trap because spells don't really have any use for a face down unless it's like an ode to magic or something. And then we have 1 Caribou because there's only like 1 target we can use it on this whole deck. And yeah. Next, we have 3 UFO Turtles, because these are fire monsters, and they do have low attack, so we can go for them. That helps get them out a little easier. This deck ain't really much on swarming, rather than just having some fun. Yeah, the cards keep sliding. Let's see, I'm testing a Manticore of Darkness, because it works good with Beast Warriors, which this deck is. Let's see, 1 little Chimera to give your fire monster strength, and if your opponent's dueling with like Atlantean decks, it weakens their monsters. So that comes in handy. Let's see, a Spirit of Flames, because almost every card in this deck is a fire monster. To give this deck a little bit of swarming power, I added Goblindberg, because, you know, you can use it. Then we have a tuner, which isn't a fire tuner, but we're going to make it a fire tuner with a certain card, and that is a Junk Synchron, because there are some targets we can use its effect with. Now for the spells, we have a Fire Formation Yoko, just great card all around. You can target 1 card your opponent controls, discard a Beast Warrior, destroy it, which that's pretty cool. Let's see, 2 Fire Formation Tensu, because you can normal summon a Beast Warrior in addition to your normal summon. And then we have our field spells. We have a Chorus of Sanctuary to help increase the defense of our Fire Fist monsters. And then we have a Forest to help increase the attack of the Fire Fist monsters. And then we also have a Rod of the Mind's Eye, because if you manage to deal damage with this, you may not deal very much, but this one will make it 1,000, so it's better than nothing, I guess. Then we have the Big Cattle Drive, because it lets you draw 1 card for each Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, or Beast you control, but you can't activate any other spell or traps, which is the downfall of it, but other than that, great effect. And this card I thought would be a little funny to use, because these cards focus mainly on fire, and that is a Swords of Burning Light. Even though almost every monster in this deck is a low-level monster, you can get it out really easy. That card just, I thought would be funny to use. And this is how we're going to make Junk Synchron a fire monster. We're going to be using a Scroll of Bewitchment. Even though there's only 1 target we can use it on, but I love how Jaden would be able to get like Burst Return to Burstinatrix or Clay Charge to Clayman. If he can do it with that, we can do it by God with Scroll of Bewitchment to Junk Synchron. I'm just kind of pretending it added the words, equip only to a Junk Synchron you control, change its attribute to fire. I'm just pretending that right now. And since we do have a lot of 3 copies of monsters, we're using Symbol of Heritage, because let you bring them out back. Let you bring them back to the graveyard, from the graveyard. Got tongue-tied there for a sec. And we also have an Infected Male, because almost every monster in this whole deck, I think, yeah, every monster in this whole deck is under level 4, so that works pretty good. Let's see, a Shield and Sword, because these cards mainly focus on defense. Playing this card with Fire Fist, it's evil, it's hilarious. It's just great card to use with Fire Fist. And since they also don't have very much power, we're using a Solidarity. Now for staples, we have a Dark Hole, MST, and Book of Moon. I mean, that's right there, basic traps. I should probably run more MSTs, but I've had less problems with one. Now for traps, we have a Five Brothers Explosion. You gotta have that with all these continuous spells and traps. That also works with Crystal Beasts. A lot of people don't realize that. Fire Formation 10 Sen, because target 1 Beast Warrior time monster control and it gains 700 attack. A Fire Formation 10 Ken. While this card is active, you can target 1 Beast Warrior time monster you control. Its effects are negated, but it's unaffected by any other card effects for the rest of the turn. So that could work out pretty good. A Fire Formation KO. Because it lets 1 Beast Warrior you control do your piercing, and they all gain 300. Then we have staples. We have a Call the Haunted. And I'm testing out the Grave of Enkindling, because you bring back your monsters in defense mode, and it's just all around good, because they can't change the battle positions except with the card effect, and not many decks do that these days. Alright, now we're going to move on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, we have 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Kurin, because it's our only Fire Fist Synchro monster right now, so I'm just figuring to use 1 of it. 2 seemed like overkill. 3 seem like overkill. And since we have Junk Synchron, we're using a Junk Warrior, because it's possible to bring him out. Underworld Fighter Balmung. Got more of those. X-Saber Rubellum. I don't have a Stardust, by the way. If anyone has a Stardust, let me know and I'll trade for it. And then, since we can go for rank 3s, I'm using a number 30. A Musa Rhythm. Leviathan. And number 20. It feels like I run those in just about everything. And then since we can go for some rank 4s, I also run these and everything. We have a Maestroke, pretty good Xyz monster. Number 104 Masquerade. And Utopia. So yeah, that is the whole Fire Fist deck profile. Hopefully you all like this deck profile. If you guys have any idea on how to make this better, let me know. And I will have updates of this in the future when I get more Fire Fist cards. Alright, so remember to comment and subscribe for more videos, and I will catch you all later.